Supercross live on supercrossonline.com. Boy, they're starting to tear it down here at MetLife Stadium. Round 16 is in the books. And Jim Holley, we talked about it all day. We knew these two championships, one couldn't be wrapped up, but it sort of could. The other one could be had. Both guys who were the question about whether they were going to get the championship or not came out and performed perfectly.
Well, are we going to start with the 450 or the 250?
Let's start with Bogle.
Okay, Bogle, I mean, he rode well. I mean,
yeah.
He rode it like he didn't really need the points. He needed to win the thing, and he really didn't need to win it, but collects another win, and he's got a 17-point lead going into Las Vegas. But
a 17-point lead over a rider who will not be in Vegas.
Exactly. So, I mean, like you said, you might as well just get the T-shirts and hand them out because, you know, it's crazy how that works. But, you know, we talked about it on the show. You know, look at the guys that were up on the podium. We talked about the guys that, you know, when the pro circuit guys are out, guys step it up. And I'm talking about Vince Priest finishing up third, his first podium of his career, great job. And Alex Martin, the first podium of 2014 for him, I thought maybe he was going to win that one.
Jeremy Martin, pardon me.
What'd I say?
Alex,
that's his brother. Because
Jeremy Martin.
Because Jeremy and Alex, you remember, they were fighting it out there, and those brothers, I'm thinking there was no brotherly love out there. Those guys were leaning on each other hard, but Jeremy Martin finished up second on the Star Racing Yamaha. I mean, that was huge for him. A good confidence booster going into Las Vegas, and especially that East-West shootout.
Bisceglia in fourth, and then behind him was Matt Lemoyne.
Yeah, Matt Lemoyne, I thought, you know, if he would have got a little bit better start, but Bisceglia, you know, I noticed when his bike came off, we talked about the chain in the mud. Man, his wheel was almost sticking. That chain was so tight, and, you know, I don't know if he had a couple more laps in him. I know he did, but I don't know if the bike did.
Rain off and on all day, including during the night program. Really, track conditions unpredictable, but it did not affect Ryan Villopoto one bit. He's now led 60 straight main event laps.
Yeah, see, me and you were on the same page because that's what I had told him on the podium there. 60 laps, I mean, incredible. 3 wins in a row. $4,500 from Nuclear Cowboys for those 3 hole shots also that he got late in all those laps. And, you know, what can you say? I mean, the guy not only won the championship, his 4th in a row, he's already thinking next year maybe he can do 5 in a row. And look at the brand new Toyota truck as it goes by us right here. A nice brand new 2014 Toyota pickup for Ryan Villopoto for winning that Toyota Triple Challenge. And he says, you know what? I hope Toyota comes back next year, and I hope they offer up that $250,000 for 3 races that they pick. And I want to go after that next year. But he was happy. He said on the podium, he goes, I'm more happier. This is my first truck I've ever won. So that was pretty cool for him.
Congratulations to Ryan Villopoto, just the 2nd rider in the history of Monster Energy Supercross to win 4 straight. See if he can make it 5 next year. That will be the question, but he's got one more ride to go, perhaps in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he does. He'll be in Vegas, and he could possibly win that one because James Stewart went out on lap 3 with a knee injury.
Apparent left knee.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's all right, and hopefully, you know, we'll see him in the outdoors, but we never know. We'll have to wait. But how about the ride for Eli Tomac? Another podium for him. I go back to Indianapolis, similar type track conditions, not quite as deep at ruts as we've seen in Indianapolis, but Eli likes that. He was about 8th, made some good passes, got around Josh Hill, and a 2nd for Eli Tomac. But the other guy was happy for Kenny Watson, I know, Kerry Hart, all the guys over, Ricky Carmichael. You know, I even said on the podium, that's what they pay you for, is podiums. And he had a big smile, you know, his first podium in a long time for Josh Hill. And, you know, he rode good. He was good all night. He had to come through the semi to get into that main event, but he's been good these last couple of weeks. And you look at it, and this guy's been pulling the trigger on those rhythm sections, doing some quad things that nobody else was doing. They watch him do it, and then a few other guys will do it. But he said he was a little bummed out that after in practice he did it. Dirtworks guys went over there and made it where he couldn't do it. So he was a little bit upset at that.
Interesting that Josh Hill, since he was given his pink slip, he's been performing at another level.
Yeah, I think maybe I would have, if I was Kenny Watson, maybe did a little bit earlier, and then maybe he would have, you know, see how he does and said, I was just fooling you with that pink slip. You're on for next year.
And then it was a battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th that went on for a while. Perhaps the most exciting battle on the track. Roczen, Barcia, and Dungey. Dungey would clip a tough block and fall out, but Roczen and Barcia were next to each other the entire race.
And you know, Barcia had something to prove. This is a hometown race for him. He's from Patterson, New Jersey, just right down the road. He was born there, he moved away when he was a year, but he's got a lot of family and friends from upstate New York. He came down to see him perform, and he really wanted to get on the podium, but just missed it there. And yeah, those two guys, I mean, they were pushing on each other. And Dungey, like you said, hooked the tough block here, and you could just see after he did that, he was kind of frustrated with himself, and just finished up behind those two guys.
Here at MetLife Stadium, first time since 1991 that a race was held. The Northeastern boys got some love. Jimmy Dakotas came home with a heat race win, and he was leading early in that 250. If they had a roof on this, it would have been blown off.
Well, and the other thing, he collected $1,000, Jimmy Dakotas, from Nuclear Cowboys for that hole shot. He was in there, but he left the door open, and Michelle had just kind of pushed him out, and he went down a little bit. But hey, he'll be in Vegas next week.
Ronnie Stewart also getting some love. He's from nearby Pennsylvania. So that'll do it for the race here at MetLife. It'll be back next year. The fans are pumped about that. 62,000 strong in the rain and mud tonight. Next week, Las Vegas. We will wrap this championship chase up. It'll be all over.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've already got it circled April 25th back here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, New York. The Monster Energy Supercross coming back, but also for those Cross Club members, make sure you're a Cross Club member, because the whole season being announced next week.
And it'll be on sale May 5th, and that is 4 days for you to buy tickets and nobody else. So get your Cross Club membership. Do it now, and also show up in Vegas next week, Sam Boyd Stadium, for the final round of 2014.